So now we will just check that for the AM, the frequency spectrum and bandwidth. Now for the amplitude modulation, in the previous lecture, we have discussed that how the amplitude modulation done and what are the graphical representation of amplitude modulation and how it can be represented. Okay. Now we will go for the frequency representation. We will do some analysis of the frequency band. Now amplitude is the one thing, as you know, the signal and system. Amplitude is one part and representation of the same signal in the frequency domain. Now we will represent what we discuss as the amplitude modulation in the frequency domain. Now here what the AM modulator is a non-linear device. Okay, so it is a non-linear device. So non-linear mixing result in a complex output envelope. So as it is the non-linear, so it represents the complex output envelope. What it consists of a carrier frequency and the sum of, that is FC plus FM and FC minus FM, called the cross production, called the cross product. Now as this is the mixer, so in the mixer what two frequencies we are mixing, so it creating FC, that is the carrier frequency plus amplitude frequency, carrier frequency plus modulating frequency, FC plus FM and FC minus FM. So carrier frequency is there, modulating frequency is there, mixing is there, mixing represent this. So these are called the two band, okay, frequency band. So the cross production are displayed from the carrier frequency by the FM on both the side. What the cross products are displayed from the carrier frequency by FM. So the one frequency, center frequency, I'll explain in the diagram as we have. So accordingly you can understand. So in the next slide, AM modulated wave consists of frequency comprised of FM. So this equation that just now we discussed in the last lecture, that is the entire equation is Vc sine 2 pi fct plus M modulation index Vc sine 2 pi fm t into sine 2 pi fct. Okay, so this can be simplified in this way. So mvc upon 2 cos, if it is taken outside, so this way it can be represented mathematically simply, and plus here this can be sine multiplied, that is cos a plus b. So this way it can be represented this way. Now if this is what one, this is second, this is third, so in three things the equation is split up. This is one frequency, this is another frequency, this is third frequency. So what is this? This equation is there. This is Vc sine 2 pi fct. That is what Vc, this is what your carrier frequency. Vc is the carrier frequency. This is Vc. And M Vc by 2 cos 2 pi fc plus fm. So this component is fc plus SAFM. So this is fc and it will dissipate, it will deviate by the frequency of fm. So center frequency is fc plus fm on the positive x-axis. And here it is fc minus fm. Okay. So here 2 pi fc minus fm. So this is fc, again on the other side it will deviate by the fm. So fc minus fm. Okay, so these are the frequency, that is on the x-axis I have to put up the frequency. Now the amplitude, what is the amplitude? So amplitude is also given here. So the first part is giving amplitude. Just focus on it, how the mathematical equation we are representing in the graphical form, and for the understanding purpose. This is what we see. This is what you have amplitude. Now on the y-axis you are putting the amplitude. So this is what your Vc. Vc is nothing but this is what your carrier amplitude. So this is Vc. Now on this part, That is, what is this part? M VC by 2. F, this is VC, this is M VC by 2. If your M is 1, then it is half of the VC. If M is higher, this amplitude will be higher. Multiplication of the M. Okay. So generally, if the ideal case M is 1, if M is 1, it is VC by 2. So almost half. Again, for it, M, if M is 1, so it is VC by 2. So VC by 2. So this is VC, VC by 2. Depending upon the M, it will increase or decrease. Okay. So these two bands are there, FC minus FM and FC plus FM. Why this is important for us? Because further we are going for the separation of the band. So that is full carrier. This carrier frequency is there and both the bands are there. This is the, you can say, the lower sideband and the upper sideband. So this is what the envelope we have shown. It is with full carrier and with both the sideband. So what is the frequency content of your amplitude modulation, that we have to understand. So this way you can represent simple here. Okay. Here what? This is what your carrier. So on the carrier, this axis is frequency. Same thing is represented here. So this is frequency axis. This is amplitude axis. So FC, this is your carrier signal, and this is what your upper sideband frequency. Okay. So upper sideband amplitude is this much. So this is your upper sideband frequency. This is lower sideband frequency. So this is called lower sideband. This is called upper sideband. This entire is upper sideband. This band is upper sideband. This band is lower sideband. This frequency is lower sideband frequency. This frequency is upper sideband frequency. So this is what the representation. What we did, this equation. What equation is here? What we simplified just now in the last lecture, we have derived it, and now we have put up this equation here. Okay, so this equation is put up here. Is there any doubt? I don't think so. Any doubt is there, because this is what very simple. So should I go further? Okay. So I'm expecting some response. So this is called double sideband full carrier. Frequency spectrum of AM, double sideband full carrier wave. So now we will go further. Now we will talk on the bandwidth. Now bandwidth, what will be the bandwidth required? If you will take both the sideband, this is what, this is lower sideband and this is upper sideband. So what is the bandwidth required? From here to here, the complete. Now if I'll skip this band, lower sideband, if I'll skip, I'll require this band. How much frequency? Almost a half. How much bandwidth? Almost a half. So that's why, what is the bandwidth required for DSB FC? That we'll calculate. The bandwidth of an AM double sideband full carrier wave is equal to the difference between the highest upper side frequency and the lower side frequency, as I graphically represent there. So that is, mathematically we can see bandwidth is FC plus maximum of FM. Now this FM is not fixed. This is what FM is, the maximum frequency. There is always deviation from FC to FM on this side and this side, because always as I speak, the frequency is changing, and as changing, my modulating signal is changing. There is a variation in the modulating signal. So what is the maximum signal? If I will talk, so my maximum modulating signal is 3.4 kilohertz. I know that. So if I will take the FC equals to 100 kilohertz, so 100 plus 3.4 kilohertz, it will go. So 100 plus 3.4 and 100 minus 3.4. So this is what the example. So 100 plus 3.4, 100 minus 3.4. The complete band for full carrier, what I'll require? 3.4 plus 3.4. Okay, so that much band I'll require. So here, same thing is represented. FC plus maximum of the frequency and minus of FC minus maximum of frequency. FC minus FC 0, F max plus F max minus plus 2F max. So it is double of the maximum frequency. So for the effective transmission, the carrier and the sidebands must be high enough to propagate through Earth atmosphere. So what we can say, the sideband to transmit both the sidebands and through the Earth atmosphere. So we must have the sufficiently high frequency. So this is what the bandwidth requirement for the double sideband full carrier. Now we will go for the example. Now I'll ask the question to you, and you have to solve this numerically and give me the answer. Such type of numericals will come in the exam, and you have to solve it. So this is based on the formulation what we discussed. So example 1, I'll read this. So for a conventional AM modulator with a carrier frequency, that is FC equals to 100 kilohertz, frequency is given, and the maximum modulating signal frequency FM equals to 5 kilohertz. So more or less, including the guide band, it may be the example of the speech frequency transmission. Okay, so FM maximum frequency is the 5 kilohertz. Determine the carrier frequency is given, the what your modulating frequency maximum frequency is given. Now determine very first frequency limit for the upper and the lower sideband. What is the frequency limit for upper and lower sideband? Can anybody give me the answer quickly? I have given the FC carrier frequency. I have given the maximum frequency. So this is what simply you don't need any calculation. Orally you can calculate. Just now I explained. So frequency limit of upper and lower sideband. Sorry.
Hello.
Yes. Tell me.
Sir, for for lower sideband, it will be FC minus FM max, and for upper sideband, it will be FC plus FM max.
Yes, absolutely correct, Sonia. So what will be the number?
Sir, for LSB, it will be 95 kilohertz and USB will be 100 kilohertz.
Yes, correct. Absolutely correct. Thank you. Thank you for your answer. So Arjun has given the answer, and then Rahate, Jaya Rate, they are given the answer. So I got only 2 answers. Okay. So this is what the simple thing. Okay. Now we'll go for the next. So next is the bandwidth. What is the bandwidth required? Anybody? Quickly. Not something great.
So 10 kilohertz.
Yes. Upper frequency minus lower frequency. 100 and what? 110 minus 95. Sorry, 105 minus 95. 10 kilohertz. Correct. Okay. Then Sakshi has given the correct answer. One more answer I got. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I got the answer in the chat. Okay. Now, third, the upper and lower sideband frequencies produced when the modulating signal is a signal frequency of 3 kilohertz tone. Upper and lower sideband frequency produced when the modulating signal is the signal frequency of 3 kilohertz. Have you understood this? Instead of 5 kilohertz, now it is given 3 kilohertz. What? Give me the upper and lower sideband frequencies produced when the modulating signal is 3 kilohertz. Quick answer.
103 and 97.
Correct. 103 and 97. Quickly. Okay. You can put your answer in chat also. And the last is draw the output frequency spectrum. So all of you just draw the output frequency spectrum. output frequency spectrum. It has not been envelope. Sometimes we may confuse with the envelope frequency spectrum that is on the frequency band. So you just draw it and just we'll go further. So quickly, those they have not with this is what draw the output frequency spectrum. So which spectrum? This spectrum is. You can draw this VC, you can put the value 100. For the first, it is 105. Then it is this frequency spectrum. For this, it is 95. And the second also, you draw it for both. Then 103 and 97. Draw the spectrum. So this is frequency spectrum. Most of the time it has been asked, but the general mistake students do, they draw the envelope, the carrier and this and that. So that is what the wrong. Okay, so this is what the very simple first example. So it is very simple, we can do it. Now the second example. Okay, so the second example again we will solve. One input to convert AM modulator is 500 kilohertz carrier with an amplitude of, now initially we talk only for the frequency, now we will go for the complete. So the carrier with an amplitude of 20 volt peak to peak. The second input is a 10 kilohertz modulating signal that is of sufficient amplitude to cause a change in the output wave that is of plus minus 7 volt peak to peak. Okay. Determine upper and lower sideband frequencies. So here carrier frequency is given. Two inputs are given. That is carrier frequency amplitude is 20 volt peak. Okay, 20 volt peak, not peak to peak, sorry. 20 volt peak. And the second input is 10 kilohertz modulating signal that is a sufficient amplitude to cause a change in the output waveform that is plus minus 7.5 volt peak. Determined. The two voltages are given. Carrier frequency voltage is 20 volt, amplitude frequency voltage is 7 volt, and now the frequency carrier frequency is 500 kilohertz and the modulating frequency is 10 kilohertz. Upper and lower sideband frequency quickly. What you will do? Upper and lower, same process, only the number are changed. The frequency is 500 kilohertz. And what is the modulating signal? Frequency 10. So 500 plus 10, 500 minus 10. That's it. So that is 490 and 510, correct. Pranay has given the answer. And other Meghna has given, correct. So this is what the correct answer. Anybody can unmute and also give the answer. That will be also okay. Okay, now we'll go for the next. Modulation index and percentage modulation. So you just refer the formula for the modulation index. So modulation index, the voltages are given. Now it is the practical example, and the waveform voltage is given, that is 20 volt for the carrier, and for the what amplitude modulating signal, it is 7.5. So what will be the, yes, correct, that is 7.5 by, what is your formula? You just check formula. VC formula is correct, 37%. You can check your formula. Here we have discussed this modulation index. So your modulation index, you can check. What is this? This is the formula. Vmax minus Vmin upon Vmax plus Vmin. This is what the Vmax. This is what the Vmax. And this is what the Vmin. So V max is this and V min is this. So what is given? EC is given or EM is given? You just, anybody can tell me what is given in the formula, in the numerical? EC is given, EM is given, or what? Or V max is given and V min is given? Here you can note it down, this formula, V max minus V min upon V max plus V min. And if it is EM, if it is this, then this formula, that is M equals to EM by EC, modulating signal divided by the carrier signal. Now we will go for the problem. Only just you specify me, this is what the question to you. The modulation index percentage and percentage modulation. So what is the carrier with a amplitude? So this 20 volt is EC or VM? EC or VM? Anyone quickly? This is VM. This is VC. So VC, the formula we have to use, VC minus this formula. So you have to use this formula. This one, this is V max minus V min and V max plus V min. This formula, that is 20 minus 7.5. So simply you can calculate. This is what? 20 minus 7.5. Can anybody quickly calculate this? 20 minus 7.5, okay, and divided by 20 plus 7.5, that is 27.5. So it is, if it is 0.4545. So yes, and Meghna has given the correct answer. So in terms of percent, it is 45.45%. Yes, correct. So this is in this way. So you have to refer and you have to consider that what way the answer is. Then peak amplitude of the modulating carrier and peak amplitude of the modulating carrier and the upper and lower sideband frequency voltages. Now what peak amplitude of modulating carrier? What will be the peak amplitude of modulated carrier? Modulated carrier peak amplitude. What is the peak amplitude of modulated carrier? And upper and lower sideband voltages. Now here, just now what we have seen this formula. What is the peak voltage of module? This is carrier. They want the peak of the modulated. Now before going to modulated, I can go for the sideband. First we'll go for the sideband. Sideband is VC by 2. Okay. So carrier frequency, carrier voltage is what? 20 volt. 20 into 0.45 by 2. Okay. So 0.45 into 20, that is the carrier voltage, and divide by 2. So it is what? 4.54. Am I right? This voltage is asked for the upper and lower sideband, this voltage. Okay. And this is not asked, VC is given. What is asked? The peak voltage. Now you can go to the envelope. Now in the envelope, this peak voltage is asked. This is V max. So this is EC plus EM. Okay. So this is what? EC plus EM. So 20 plus 7.5. So it is 27.5. What is this? This plus V max is asked. So it is 20. EC is 20. EM is what? 7.5. So 27.5. Am I right? So this has been asked here. So this is what the thing for the second numerical. Then what is the next? The maximum and minimum amplitude of the envelope. So just now, what will be the maximum and minimum amplitude of the envelope? That also you can calculate. That is the 20 plus, the maximum is 20 plus 7, 27.5, and minimum voltage, that is 20 minus 7.5. So that is also you can calculate. Then expression for the modulated wave. So you know the expression and put the formula in the expression. Modulated wave expression, this is what the expression. VC is known, the frequencies, all these values are known, M is known, all these things are known. So you can put the values in the expression. So this is what the example. So this way, you just do the practice, need to do a practice for the whatever the numericals are there, various numericals are there. If you will do the practice, then you can understand it in a better way. Now we will go further. That is power distribution. AM power distribution, how the power is distributed. Now we know that the voltages are there, where the what voltages are there, as the frequency distribution, frequency band, frequency spectrum we have discussed, and accordingly the voltages are represented in that. So now we have to convert that voltages into the power. What will be the power in AM distribution? So in an electrical circuit, the power distribution is equal to the voltage, that is square RMS voltage divided by the resistance. So PC equals to whatever the carrier V square upon R. But VC, that is the carrier, is the RMS value of carrier, that is VC by under root 2. Okay. Now everything here we are going for the sinusoidal waveform, so that's why we are taken divided by under root 2. So 1 by under root 2, 0.707, that we know. So this is PC. This is for the carrier RMS, that is VC by under root 2. So this VC is maximum voltage, VC by under 2. VC is your maximum voltage. VC by under root 2 square upon R. So mathematically the power in unmodulated carrier. So this is what unmodulated carrier. So this is, that is V square by 2R. This formula multiple times we have used. So how it comes, that also is derived here. So VC square by 2R. Okay. So what is this? PC is the carrier power in watt. VC is the peak carrier voltage. As I told, this is the peak carrier voltage. R is the load resistance, that is the antenna, whatever the antenna. In ohms, what is its load resistance? Let it has the 1 ohm resistance, and the PC equals to VC by 2 for this particular example. Now the carrier power is calculated, that is VC square by 2R. Okay. Now we will go further. Now this is what your equation is given here. Now the upper and lower sideband, sorry. So the upper and lower sideband power will be. So how you can calculate? Now both the sidebands are identical. Voltage and everything is identical. Only one is at the positive side of the frequency, another is at the negative side of the frequency. That is only. The power content is same. So I can say the power in upper sideband equals to power in lower sideband equals to what is this? V, that is MVC by 2. So this is what the voltage there. MVC by 2 is the voltage in the sideband. Just now we have calculated. So MVC by 2, you can make a square of this as the formula. MVC square, MVC by 2 square divided by 2. Okay, as the formula. So it is M square, VC square, 2 square is 4, 4 into 2, 8. MVC square by 8. Okay. So what will be the power in the sideband? MVC square by 8. Then rearranging in terms of PC, that upper sideband and lower sideband. So you can say M square upon 4, 4 and 2, that is 8 we have separated. M square by 4 into VC square by 2. Now, what is this VC square by 2? Just now we have proved it's PC square. So, what will be the power in the sideband with reference to the carrier? Because why we are going in terms of PC? Because power in the carrier can be calculated, and with reference to that, what will be the power? That is what our interest. So that's why that has been calculated. So it is m square by 4. M is what? Modulation index. M square by 4 into PC. So this is what your formula. It is in terms of PC. So if M is 1, so it is 25% of the 25% of the power is there in the what your sideband. So at the max 25, because modulating index we are keeping more than we are keeping less than 1. Okay, not more than 1. More than 1, then it will lose the information. So M, if M is 1, that is the maximum possible modulation index for the fruitful communication. So it will be 25%. You can say that 25% of the power is transmitting. So always it will be less than that. So this is what the concept. So here the formula is also given. Now the total power in the AM wave. So what total power? PC, total power is PC, that is the power in carrier, power in upper sideband, power in lower sideband. So you just substitute the formula, that is PC m square by 4 PC, m square by 4 PC. So it is PC m square by 2, m square by 4 plus m square by 2, 4. So it becomes m square by 2. So PC. So what is this? PC 1 plus m square by 2. So this is the formula for the entire power. So if you want to calculate the entire power content in the modulated signal, so you require a carrier power that you can calculate from the carrier voltage, and you require the modulation index. It depends, always depends on the modulation. Since the carrier power in modulated wave is the same as the unmodulated wave. Carrier power is same, modulated unmodulated. So obviously power for the carrier is unaffected by the modulation process. So power by the modulation process, so carrier power is unaffected. Okay. So addition is what? Depend on the modulation index. Now the power spectrum of the amplitude double sideband full carrier. Sometimes they ask the voltage spectrum or the frequency spectrum. If the frequency spectrum is asked, then you can refer the voltage spectrum what we have described previously. If they specify the power spectrum, then only this spectrum you have to specify. So PC equals to EC or VC square by 2R. So this is PC. And it is what? Upper sideband. So upper sideband is M square PC by 4 and lower sideband M square PC by 4. The diagram is same, representation is same because voltages are, power is proportional to the voltage. Only the formula, if they are asked for the power spectrum, then it is necessary that you have to use the this formula. Okay, what just now we have calculated. So this is about the power spectrum. If there is any question, you can ask. I don't think there is any question because these are the very simple concepts. Then we can go for the transmission efficiency. Okay, so this we will go. So transmission efficiency, what is this transmission efficiency? So it is not that much important. So we will go further. Transmission efficiency 100% modulation. Example 3, peak unmodulated carrier voltage and load resistance. Okay, so this is what the thing here. So I hope that all of you got this. So we will stop